What up, everybody? It's your boy Perez Kakuri, aka Salt Boy, and you're welcome to DeeMix, a conversation with Torch City. We have Hans Waxey in the building, we have Edico Fire, and we have Uncle Kalis. So, guys, it's a pleasure for me to have you guys here because I quite remember when you guys dropped Jacka. You guys were the first revelation I saw come out with so much energy, so much confidence. You know, it looked like it was a work in progress for years. So that takes me to, you know, what I would like to know first from you guys. Like, when did this trio idea come up, and, you know, why not solo careers? You know, because when you listen to you guys, you look like, you sound like individual artists on your own. It's not like you guys have a common vibe that you're on. So tell me a little bit about it. Let's start with Uncle Kalis.
Okay, actually, like, we decided to go with a trio back then when we decided to take music serious.
How long has that been now? Or when did you guys start?
I think it was 2014.
Yeah,
2014. That's when we decided to create the group, the trio, Torch City.
Okay.
Yeah, but previously we've been on our solo careers before then.
Yeah, because when I hear you guys, and that's to you, Waxy, when I listen to you guys, you know, it's a group. But then you feel like, you know, as individuals, you guys can still stand out.
Yeah, actually.
So did you guys build that energy coming up in that trio, or was it the fact that you had solo careers already that just brought the blend together?
No, actually, the energy came from brotherlyhood. Like,
Okay.
this is my G, let's come together and make something. You see, so he has his style, and I have my style too. So coming together with that three energy gives that vibe, the weight. So we just decided to go with the trio.
Okay. And Edico, Bamenda is not like the most favorable ground for, you know, a young trio like you guys. What is the thing that you can say back to you guys when you guys were pursuing the trio idea, like, let's form up as a group and not just go as solo artists?
I think first of all is finances.
Okay.
Yeah, because one person, it becomes more expensive. But when you become a group, you people can sort things out and easily get the cash.
Flowing.
Yeah.
So
I think our first song was done by Waxy.
okay.
He introduced me on the track, and Uncle Kalis too hopped on it.
Okay.
So at the end of the day,
That's before 2014 or after 2014?
2014.
Okay, now let's just pause. Let's rewind a little bit. How long have you guys known each other?
Been long, actually.
No, I need, like, you know, because it's been long, can be for ages. Right?
Well, for me, I can say since 2005, when I first of all stepped into Tamuche.
Where all of you grew up?
No. Uncle Kalis and Edico, they knew each other before I came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so you two grew up at Tamuche?
I grew up at Tamuche, but I left another quartier too.
Yeah. So when you joined the crew now, Tamuche, New Lifestyle, what drove you to link up with these two?
Yeah, when I came to Tamuche, actually, I was already doing music my own way. Like, I had a couple of friends in school that were into music. So when I came to Tamuche, there were so many guys there, but their vibes were not like the same. They did not have the same energy and dreams that I had. So I met Uncle Kalis. He usually makes beat. I go there, stay with him, just watching how he's doing his thing and all that. So I was still getting to know them. Though they were recording, but I wasn't recording because it was not that free yet. It was not my vibe yet. I did not actually know them, like, personally. I just wanted to get in. So when we became close, they said, okay, let me try something. And I said, no, this is not my thing. I cannot do it. They said, no, let me just try. Uncle Kalis actually told me to try for the first time, and when I stepped on the mic, it was good.
That's
I had no idea.
And Uncle Kalis is still moist on the beat, for those who don't know. You made a couple of hits for your set too.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does Torch City represent to you individually? Like, let's start still with Uncle Kalis. What does Torch City represent to you as an individual?
Me individually, Torch City, it's a vision. To me, it's a vision, like, something we are trying to achieve, and not only us like achieve it and pass it on to our younger ones and everyone looking up to us. Like I'm talking of people in the quartier, like
where you Tamuche, where you guys come from?
Yeah, where we came from. So yeah. So that's it. It's just a dream, a bigger dream. We want to go places, you know, Touch City to the world. That's a dream personally. That's
what Touch City represents to you.
Yeah.
Strong hustlers who want to take their community to the world. Do you guys all agree, or
I agree.
you don't want to add?
Touch City is like a lifestyle.
Lifestyle. We talk about everything that happens in the community, like how youths are growing up, what's happening in the quartiers and stuff like that. So we just want to shine the light.
Touch City.
Yeah, Touch City. We just want to shine the light. Like anywhere we step in, they need to notice.
You guys. When did you realize that this is what you want to do? Like, when was it? Edico.
For me, I can say when I was in lower seed. Yeah, I think it's lower seed. Maybe 2010, 9, something like that. When Uncle Carlos first of all gave me a beat to hop on. Because I kept seeing him doing some stuff, so yeah, it was like motivating. Although I never liked it that much, but from his efforts and from the stuff he was doing and his encouragement, I had to hop on a beat that he gave me, and from there I was like, wow. Because at first I was thinking, no, these guys can be future. This is future. Because that time
way back
Future was popping.
Edico was singing too.
So from there we took it serious. We said, no, let's do this.
Okay. So, from what I heard about you guys is Touch City was, not just you three when you started.
Yeah.
What happened to the other set?
When we started, there were so many of us. Like they say, we all have our own visions. So we're pushing from the start. It was difficult from the start. So at one point, some of them gave up.
What was difficult? Was it making the music or the
finances? Making the music. Making the music actually was difficult. It was not easy. Because when you're doing something that you're not actually a professional in it, you put in so much work without having the knowledge. Yeah, like we're forcing the work. So it's always difficult from the start. Most of them, they gave up. They said, okay, we need to take this thing to another level. Though the main problem was finances, like, okay, you need to sacrifice. This is my last 2K, let me put it in. Let's see if you can pay a professional to do a cover art. But most of them, they were like,
they don't believe in that pain,
the money this soon, my last 5K.
Actually, the first track we record and professional with Nagna
concrete before.
True hustle.
I was the grind.
Started from the bottom and now you're here, and you're going places. Yeah. But Edico, when you talk about Nagna concrete for actually go record, I'm like, which of una song make you feel like it's T-City, like that rush where you get that way you feel like now we be the next thing. Like, what was the song when you guys made that made you feel that way?
I can say most of our songs and it make me feel that way because most of the time we put in our best. Since from day one, from against Man Jaka, we keep striving because we know the main song the stick way. I think we will never even start. Yeah.
So if they tell man, use the one for Hans. If they tell you me pick one song for all a song the way you feel like this song should be the representation of T-City. When you think about T-City, this is the song that should come to your mind. This is the energy. This is the which song you choose on there.
I'll choose Yamo One.
Okay, Yamo One from Street Life project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that
get to Street Life.
That Yamo One actually. That will be the work on Street Life. It's like we'll be the talk about it in the way they worry me.
Right.
The way we come, like our come up, the struggle. But we'll include Yamo inside because whether you struggle now, at the end of the day, you give a yamo.
Alright.
So, in that way, it actually make them feel like, okay, we know they fine, but we'll give it a yamo more.
Okay.
So, and from that time, what's not always the fun. So we just took it as like, okay, a tradition.
Okay.
All what project we give for Yamo.
Alright.
So from there, I can say that's my best track.
Okay.
From way back.
Uncle Carlos, what's the track for you?
For me, I would say Vimba, even though Vimba, we still have to work on it.
Okay.
But Vimba, for those who know, they know the song, they know what I'm talking about. I think that's the song.
Okay, why do you think Vimba?
Vimba is something else. It's something else. Like coming from where we were at that time.
Yeah.
We were young, but the idea we brought into the track and the flow and everything, it was ahead of our time.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and it's still to drop.
It's still to drop.
We just took it off the social media when we started doing music professionally.
Okay.
So we had to put everything down and we do it now the right way.
All right.
Yeah.
Edico, what's the track for you?
For me, I would say Edico.
Edico.
Edico is okay. I'll say Edico.
Yeah, that one is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Edico.
Why Edico?
Actually, Edico, not just a normal lifestyle as each individual face. Maybe for morning time, we call come say one hustle sometime. Go hustle, go come back with soiree. We don't hustle, get money, one chop life, all that kind of thing. Yeah. So Edico all the time. All man the hustle, chicks and.
Okay, now it's just a 24-hour rundown.
Yeah, rundown.
All right.
And you're just
paying tribute to Lapiro the Banger.
A legend.
Yeah, a legend.
So, which artist influenced you guys? I mean, in the past or even now, which artists like you guys look up to? Let me go, Uncle Carlos. Which artists do you look up to and say, okay, I want to put my product at the level where this person's product is too?
Okay, like I would say for now, Sakudi from Ghana.
Okay.
The way he does it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have the Win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we have Jovi and Mike Monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all those people, we can relate to your music and feel some parts of them in it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why you look up to them.
Yes. I want to put like my work at that standard, the level. I admire their work, like a legacy they've kept.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
same thing with you, Hans.
No, I think I have some other artists.
Okay.
Yeah. He mentioned a couple of artists that I look up to too.
Okay.
But me personally, I've always looked up to MI.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Mr. Abaga. He has really inspired me so much. Like when it comes to rhyme, delivery, like confidence. Yeah, I can say those three things: rhyme skill, delivery, confidence. Then when it comes to Mike Monster, it's all about punchlines, giving the vibe. Like, hey, the grand friend I die, mama mia, that's way talking. Or that, yeah. Then for Jovi, it's consistency.
Okay.
Yeah, he keeps working. He doesn't get tired. So I think those are the people that have been influencing me. Like, I look up to these people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it cool?
Yeah, Mike Monster has the punchlines, and everything. He has been giving us things from day one, things from N-Word.
Okay.
I think he's one of the first artists, apart from Jovi, that had projects from Cameroon that I know of. Yeah, then Jovi too. Jovi has been one of the people we look up to, like, wow, this is good, a good catalog. Then Lil Wayne has always been inspiring. The punchlines, everything from Static Lollipop, from Lollipops to Static Measure and all the likes. Then I look up to now, I look up to Kendrick Lamar too, for his work and everything. The way he fuses music in the third person,
he has an alter ego that he's dealing with.
I love that.
It's a great technique of rap. Not very many rappers have it. I think he has it. Eminem has it too.
Eminem has it too. Eminem is working on that too.
You need to. It's a good touch.
Yeah.
T-City in the building. So I'm okay. Yeah, T-City to the world. I'm beginning to get a clear picture of where you guys come from, what your influences are, and it gives me one question running through my mind. Like, what is the moment that you can pinpoint that was the most difficult moment? You guys coming through, and that moment changed your vision or anything about you. Like, which moment, like, you felt like this is it, and then the next day you felt like, no, I have to keep fighting. Like, what was the most difficult moment for you?
The most difficult moment was back then in, let's say, late 2014, 2015, when we've been, like, before then we've been dropping songs and people have been reacting to it positively. But at that moment, it's like people needed a video. And judging from back then, we could not afford a video. We had nothing doing, we were hustlers, like, as we earlier said, we've been in that concrete for go record. Yeah, so people needed a video, like, to push a career forward, but we could not do that, so it was frustrating. Actually, it was like it was so slow, we nearly gave up. Actually,
for a year. That was the moment for you that felt like that's the worst.
That's the worst moment. All so right. We took a year off.
That's the moment too?
That's one of the moments.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the moments. But for me, one of the moments that made me feel like, okay, everything is crashing, like everything is falling apart, was when the strike started. Yeah, because at that moment, we already had plans like, okay, nothing is okay for Duan, nothing is okay for Duan. We'd already see the music go, we don't travel, can do Allah, can do song, come back, okay, we'll put power. Then all of a sudden, bam, strike start. You need to leave and travel. I had to travel and come to Yaoundé. We were staying by Menda, so we kept communicating just through phones. Okay, now some chorus, this one walk around a year and give me feedback, just like that. So it was really difficult. It was difficult. Yeah, so
that's amazing. And you, Edico, what was the moment that you can pick was the most difficult?
For me, my most difficult moments have been from the start. Like when we never had anything, and we had to do it professional, getting money or finances to get the song recorded, and also when we had like finished school. When I finished school and we had to relocate to a town where we had nobody, and it was so difficult trying to stand up before getting back to music. I think that was the most difficult moment.
And you guys, we fought through it together.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of the man. The brotherhood has to stay together all the time. Well, your story is quite incredible. So when I listened to Street Live, it had different angles, different setup, but it gave me a view of Bamenda at that time, that generation, because I think from the same generation there are some good guys coming up from that your ranks. I mean, that age group in Bamenda making music. So when Street Live dropped, I heard a little bit of every angle in it. There was Yamo, there is Trap Live, there is this, it keeps going. So for you guys coming together, making a project, what was the story you wanted to put in there? Like from your own angle, like what did you want to put in that Street Live tape?
From my angle, I would say what we wanted, like the picture we wanted to paint out of Street Life was everything that is happening in the street.
Of Bamenda?
Yeah, the street of Bamenda. Because the whole idea was about the street, about the youth.
What was happening in the streets at that time?
Like, youth were hustling. Like, when you listen to the EP, it's all about hustle, and struggle. So at that time, we're struggling, and we're also seeing how guys were struggling like us. So all the inspiration came from the street.
Okay, and for you, Edico, he's saying there was hustling going on in Bamenda, but musically, the atmosphere in Bamenda, how would you describe it, and what is your own part that you wanted to live in Street Life? Making music with your friends.
Actually, Street Life was more of a lifestyle. I would say lifestyle because most of the times we always meet in the street. We had some one location we always gather around.
Yeah.
We call it the street.
Okay.
So if you are not there by 5 or 4 to live that life 5 in the evening, discuss, talk with people,
Exchange
just
ideas.
those little ideas we share together. I think that's where most music came from, because mostly I remember some ideas like when we did 18. Yeah, those ideas came from the street.
Okay.
So actually, street life is all about a lifestyle, and we actually had the street.
Like,
Actually had the street.
like your back.
Yeah, in our hood back then.
Had the street in the hood.
Okay, like what's your description of the streets, like?
Yes, as Edico is saying, the street we had, it's a location actually back then in our quartier, Damuche. It's still there, the location is still there. So back then we used to gather every evening from 4 to 5. Everybody gathers there and we are just discussing, just
Updating each other about new music, last night party.
not only about music, everything.
It's not like it's a meeting.
Yeah,
it's not a meeting. We already know that we have to meet there.
Wow, man, that's
So we just
incredible.
we discuss business. I mean everything.
The
about
creative
life.
process, how did it go? Like when you guys started writing it, to which time frame did you write Street Life?
It took us like 2 years to complete Street Life.
Okay.
Because we remember we started it when we were still in school, and Waxey was already in Yaoundé.
Okay.
So gathering up our lyricists and our vocals, because RIP to K, he was the one who did everything.
RP.
So from the start, he was the one who recorded everything, mixing and mastering and everything.
Alright.
So it took us a while, at least.
You said 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
Interval 2 years.
And in 2 years, a lot of things can happen.
Yeah.
So all of that story, that's what you guys put on in Street Life.
Yeah, exactly.
And the collaboration with Jody Cries, how did that go?
Collaboration with Jody Christ, it just happened. Actually, we had the song already in mind. We just needed somebody that was going to connect with the song. So Edico actually wrote the chorus.
Okay.
Yeah. So he said, okay, let's look for somebody that is going to sing this chorus, somebody that is going to represent Street Life, like, okay, this is the main song. So we said, okay, let's call Jody Christ. So we passed through Mike Monster, and then he called Dreddy. We sent him the beat. I remember we sent him the beat, and then Edico recorded just an idea of how he wanted the song to sound like. And then he recorded a short video immediately and sent to us. Like, man, Nana so send beat for my Nana do remix. Then it just blew our mind. Went to the studio and did everything.
Amazing.
So it was actually cool. The recording process and everything was perfect.
I love it. Transferring, your street stories from different angle, different perspective, coming together, moving to DLA, dropping your first tape. I saw you guys going for shows, all that energy. How does it feel when you get back home, and you guys are like, Touch City is here, BDA,
Shout out to VDA. It's always dope when we go there. Like when we have shows there, it's always dope.
Mad love.
The turnout is amazing.
Okay.
That's
shout
when
out
you see the real street.
Yeah.
The street itself comes to, the whole gang pulls up.
That's what's up.
That's when you see Street Life.
And when you connect with your people, and these people have similar stories with you, and then they hear how you express yourself on music, you must create some certain level of love or connection. Now, as you guys are always looking fly, how is the ladies treating you now? A lot of things will change from that level,
Yeah, a lot of things will change, but actually you need to prepare yourself first. Yeah, because there are so many distractions, not only the ladies, even the lifestyle too is a distraction. Yeah, so we just need to stay focused, like
stay rooted.
This is what I need to do. Yeah.
So let's talk about sense basking. First of all, who is the king?
The king is everybody.
Everyone listening.
Everyone listening.
And applying.
And everyone, like, when they say sense pass king, everyone is a king. in your own lane. But when I say man has sense past king, it means that so many things that we've watched other people doing and we've looked up to them, like the body for now, do but they stick on them. Then Perika they come off back and just do and listen and play. So it's a sense past king. Okay, sense past the king.
So it's a unanimous, you know.
So you say, actually. And so if you say sense past king for yourself, it means that's way you don't sit in the women they do already put some power or they need to go the right way if you just go do one. Yeah, actually.
So this project gonna actually make an way all gonna day for one place, one energy, you know. Day in, day out from one studio. We're working with, you know, amazing producers, more DJ cars, stylish. You know, I don't know if Ralph was on that one. Moit was there. So what's and King Guns. What's the experience when you guys walk in the studio and then, you know, the three of you and there's a producer, the energy, how does it go?
It feels good.
It was so great, actually.
It feels good.
Most of the times, the songs we recorded, it was just like, it's just a lifestyle. We were just in the house.
Okay.
Most of the songs, we were just in the house. Our guys came over because, like, talking of illegal, we featured illegal in a song, in a track.
That's nice. Like the I was about to go to the collaboration and I was talking with Edico. But go ahead.
Yeah. So songs like that just came up because we were in the house and the energy was right. So our brother Stylish Ray, he was producing. So he just made the instrumentals and it came like that.
Okay. So Edico, now you tell me more about the collaborations in the project. You know, why the choice of those two, you know, there's a young artist and then there's an established artist, you know, the connection, you know, the really, what are you guys trying to portray in those two collaborations on the project?
I think for a start, about Illegal, it was actually a good choice because we had not featured an artist from our own zone.
Okay.
From the start.
From the first project. Yeah, okay.
So it just came naturally, not as if we selected him. Like he was one, he just came naturally. We were vibing to a beat, then he was there too.
And
together, all of us.
He's a one out of a set that is coming out of Babylon.
Yeah. He's one of a kind too. He's actually from a street too, from our street.
Okay.
So from Tamuche too. Yeah. So I just think the magic just went on. From creating the process from Stylish Ray up to getting it done.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody put in the energy and it was good.
And ASAP.
Then for ASAP.
Was the, you know, ASAP has a feeling like when you're listening to it, it's like you need it now. Like, you know, whatever you want, like you need it now.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I think that magic was created by DJ Cap.
Oh, word.
Yeah. From the start, we had a different session, recording session. I think it was Overdose. When after the session, on leaving the studio, we saw Ngoma. He has always been one of the people we admire sings in the music industry from the start, doing his thing, sings from Afenkap. So we saw him and we were like, wow, this is Ngoma, and we greeted him. Then we were shocked by him because he's the one that said that, no, the street needs a song between Touch City and Ngoma.
Okay.
So we're like, wow, this is love. At least that means we need to put in work. Then from there, I think everything just happened.
Man, I told you guys from the way you came with Njaka, every artist that was in the business should have understood that there is, you know, something new coming because the sound was, you know, kind of different from what it's like, you know. And then they were guys, you know.
Yeah.
Go get us, like I like to say.
Yeah.
Actually.
And talking about Njaka, the remix led to, you know, I don't know, you guys have you're in close collaboration with Kwata Music, you know. So I think Njaka is a song that made that magic. Let's talk about Touch City and Kwata Music. How's it like in there? How did it happen?
Okay, first, we met Mike for a collaboration, Jacka.
Okay.
From there, I think that's where everything just tend to be what it is today. Because after the collaboration we did with Mike, it was good, and Mike saw us too. He saw that okay, we have this talent, and we have this pushfulness to do what we are doing. So he said, okay, it's good. Let's be working like this.
Okay.
So from there we've been working, and basically it's from Jacka.
So when you say we've been working, what do you mean by we've been working? What is it like TCT is in association with Kwata Music, or is TCT signed to Kwata Music?
Yeah, I would like to say it's something like that.
Okay.
It's like an association, a collaboration between let me say partnership, Touch City, Kwata Music. So yeah.
And nobody can ignore the work that Mike has put in with his music and his business so far. So I think working with him is a step ahead of every other young cat that's coming around that wants to know how to move around.
Yes, it's a big step. It's a big step ahead. Like I said, since we met him, things have changed. From the music to the business and everything, how we structure songs. We actually learned a lot from him, because he took us like his petty friends. Yeah, and telling us, okay, we can do this type of music. You can do like this. This is how you select songs. Actually, he's the one we used to sit down and we select songs for our project. Yeah, he actually selects the songs. So it's great.
He's doing A&R business too for you.
Yeah, he's always there, present in every move. Kwata Music, anything we are doing, is there, making sure everything goes right. So it's been great.
And Mr. Edico, how do you deal with the pressure of, because there is a thing when you have a set and then you belong to a core that is another set, there might be some downtime where you feel like, I need more of this, how do you guys deal with that pressure? Let me talk to Edico now. How do you deal with the pressure?
First of all, Touch City, we don't have any pressure. Because we do what we want to do.
Okay.
We do what the fuck we want to do.
All right, that's nice.
With the motive and target ahead of us.
Okay.
Getting the work done, that's the main thing. So we put in all our energies together with our families, with our close relatives, with our street. Everybody will put in the work so that we get everything done. So I won't say there's a pressure.
Okay. Yeah. Talking about family, Hans, how is your families dealing with you guys in the business, in music, and now you're with another family that's a music family. How does it go? How does the relationship work?
Actually, I personally, growing up as a kid, my parents have always been supportive.
Okay.
Especially when you're not stubborn. Yeah, because that's the first thing. They feel like if you're doing this thing and you're hazy, it means this thing is leading you to be hazy. But once you're doing it and you stay humble and respectful, they know that okay, this thing that you're doing, this is your dream. Because I've been chasing so many dreams. Like you follow this one, you change and go to this one, but I've always been there. So they say, okay, if this is what you want to do and you believe in it, go and do it. Yeah, so they push you. Like they just give you their words. It's not like they help you financially.
Any member of your family, your blood family, met any person from your music family?
Yeah. We grew up in the same. In the same category. So my parents know them. Like these are my brothers. So I go to their. I can go and sleep at them.
My parents call him Waxey.
Yes. Kale's mom in particular, she calls me Waxey. Even my dad calls me Waxey now. Yeah. So.
It's a big vibe, big energy.
Vibe, yeah.
So I think you guys just took your family energy and then blended it with Mike, because Mike has always had that family energy.
Yes,
and then it's just one big happy family. And how is business going so far? Everything good?
Yeah, everything good. Actually, we are still learning from him.
Okay.
Because he actually knows better.
He knows the
So
road.
we are learning from him bit by bit, until we get there.
That's nice. What does the future hold for? Before we go to the future, can you guys tell me like where exactly can people find like your music already? Because let's just we get it out there, and then we'll talk about what you guys are doing in order to push your message forward, promo and all of that. Let's start with you, Khalid.
Okay, for as concerns where you can find our music is, I would just say it's everywhere, like every streaming platform.
Okay.
Is it Google Play? Mm-hmm. Is it iTunes? Is it Spotify? Mm-hmm. Is it Tidal? Come on, everywhere it is there. Just if you type in Touch City, you see our two projects. You see Street Life and you see Sense Pascal.
So Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about how you guys have been maneuvering yourself through the business, and now where does that energy go to next? What are you guys doing to make sure that information that you've put in Street Life, Sense Pass can get to those people that you want to touch with your message?
When we put out our first project, Street Life, we just sat for a moment just to observe and see how far the project is going to go. And actually, it went far. It went beyond our expectation. So we said, okay, if these people can accept our music like this, we can work more and see how far it's going to go. So we came up with Sense Pasking, and it's not been up to 2 months. And
the numbers are good.
Yeah, and the numbers are good. And
are you guys,
it gives you the courage. It gives you the courage to work more. Okay. So we believe our next project, which is coming out this year, will be better than our previous projects.
Okay, because obviously you're great in the business. Yeah, I wanted to ask about the core of the thing itself. Like when they talk about moving your music out there, it's like radio, TV, to get that's mainstream media. I mean, like how do you guys handle that with the two projects that you've dropped so far?
I think for a start, there were some contacts with some TV channels we had before. Yeah, I think those contacts are still good. Anytime we drop,
because I see you everywhere.
Those connections too come from Kwata music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then for the radio stations, it hasn't been easy. You go sometimes to radio stations and you're being postponed to the next session that never comes. So it's really been tough.
That's just indication that you have to keep working.
Yeah, for us. Actually, even when it comes to sharing our stuff or things online, anybody that doesn't do that, we consider that means we're not yet do things way you want them to hear.
Okay.
So we just keep
fine.
Go for the work.
So
that's the thing. So until everybody knows Touch City worldwide, everybody knows our project, everybody shares and gets to know, that means get to understand the lifestyle we are portraying, get to understand what we say and the things we do, because actually it's real life, day-to-day real life. Until that is done, until we take the music to the wall, we're never gonna stop.
That's the energy. We keep on drilling.
City to
the world.
Yeah.
So now, what does the future hold? You were talking about a next tape coming up. Like how soon? What should we expect?
There's no particular date for that, but this year, that's part of the project. Like the project for this year, we have to release 2 EPs. We've released one already. It's left one. We're still working on it. There's no title for the EP, no particular song as the main song. We're still working.
But what kind of music can we expect? Let me talk to Edico now. What kind of music can we expect?
Well, now for a start, I think most people haven't heard of yet about Touch City because we've actually been collaborating more and more. And it gets a blend of our music and different people's music. So for a start, I would say the reason for the next project is for Touch City to reintroduce ourselves by bringing in our real music, what we call music by Touch City, so that the whole world can listen to the voice. When you listen to the song, you know this is Uncle Carlos of Touch City. You know this is Waxey of Touch City. You know this is Edico Le Feu of Touch City. So I think it's just us trying to show the world that this is who we are. This is who we are. This is our music. This is the core.
So your next project,
Mm-hmm.
you guys are creating an identity for each and every one of you.
First for the group, and eventually everyone in the group.
Okay.
Yes, because we're thinking of maybe it will be in the future that we can do that type of a thing. That we'll see Waxey has a song in the project, Edico has a song in the project, I have a song. But for now it's Touch City, and we want to be our sound, as Edico is saying.
Okay.
So people have to be familiarized with that.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you guys get to collaborate as independent artists already, or is it still just Touch City and collaborating with some other artists?
Yeah, we get to collaborate with other artists independently, but it's still Touch City. Like Kales was featured in Pablo Remix.
Okay. Mix Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was Kales in Perfect Touch City. That's how it is.
Okay. All right. So Touch City is still the brand that moves forward. You guys are doing some amazing work, telling us stories. I have a big clue of what the street life is in Bamenda, you know. But when I listen to your music, it brings me closer to what's happening there, how do people move around there, what do people around there say. And it's a big step to how we connect our culture. And for me, you guys being here, it's already a win for all of us in the business, because, you know, it's a fresh start. They kick on the door, like, we're getting in, this is what we want. You know, so it was an amazing chat I was having with you guys. You know, I can thank you guys enough for, you know, taking our time to come and sit with us and then tell us about your projects. But before I leave you guys, I want each and every one of you all to tell me the only thing that comes to your mind when you thought about having this conversation. Like, what was in your mind?
Me, I won't say I was too prepared.
Okay.
Yeah. I just know I had to go with the flow. Like
Okay.
say, yeah. I was ready for any question and how the interview goes. So
Okay.
I won't say I was too prepared. I was just feeling
It was
myself.
freestyling.
Just
Because
freestyling.
this is a culture show. Here we
Actually,
talk
nice.
about what matters,
Yeah.
the heart, the music.
Actually.
You know, the
And it was
depth
a
of
great
it.
show. It was a great show. Actually, I enjoyed it.
Edico, what was the first thing that came to your mind, like, when Hell was doing the show?
The first thing that comes to your mind is spitting out what's in your mind. Spitting out what's all about Touch City when you have an interview, and telling the truth and what is real life, your lifestyle. Actually.
Okay, what's happening
Because,
in the day-to-day?
what's happening, because that's music itself. That's what we do. So it was just like the recording of music.
Okay, I'm the producer there. Uncle Carlos, tell me how did it go with you? What was your first impression like when you thought about us having this conversation today?
First of all, I would like to say shout out to Deemixstudios. You guys are doing a great job here.
Thank you very much.
We've watched previous sessions you've had with other artists, so and it's great. So when you said, you know, we have to come here for a chat, personally I was humbled. I was very happy. I was like, wow. So actually we're moving places. So because it's not that regular for us coming up that we have this type of arrangement, that we sit like this and talk about music and talk about things that matter. So actually I was humbled and we were happy, very humbled.
I'm 5 times appreciative of you guys making it here today. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this was DeeMix, a conversation with T City. My man Hans Waxey is here, Edico Fire is here, Uncle Carlos is here. I wish you guys a blessed evening. We had a good time, and see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
T City to the world.
T City.